So you want to get into PC gaming, but don't know how to use a screwdriver and can't spend $10,000 on a pre-built machine. Well, don't you worry. This plug-and-play PC right here can be purchased straight from Walmart for only $300. But not only does it have terrible reviews, I discovered some issues that are so suspicious that I'm not sure how the makers of this thing are still in business. But hey, it has RGBs. All right, opening the box up, we got a little inspection sheet. We'll look over that in a minute. All right, I got it out of the packaging. First of all, $300 PC, it's actually a bit larger than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be kind of a, small boy. What is this? Please read, we inspect and test every PC prior to shipping. And they have their phone number and whatever that will blur out. Oh, it opened. Cool. Ooh, that didn't really peel off very cleanly, but all right. Yeah, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I just locked myself out of the computer. This little pull tab is your only way to open the side, I guess. There we go. Got it open again. Had to pry it open with a knife. But there, just slap that back on there. It's fine. They got this Inflato foam stuff to protect all the internal components. It's not coming out very easily, though. There it goes. Wow, that is... for the size of the case we're looking at here, this is a much smaller motherboard situation than I was expecting. Now, hold on a minute, guys. I wanted to know, what specs we're looking at here, so I have the inspection sheet, and it goes over the components that are installed. I'm seeing an Intel Core i7-2600. That's a CPU from 2012, I want to say. Along with a GTX 650. Guys, that would make this computer less powerful than a PS4. Gaming PC this is supposed to be. What? We also have 500 gigabytes crossed out HDD with 1 terabyte right next to it. It's got a hard drive. Very good for gaming in 2025. Everyone knows it. Also, it's their own proprietary power supply. It says Vipertech on there, which is the company who made this, as you can see here. It is kind of a good sign we're seeing all these check marks and stuff. That means they probably tested stuff. Maybe the reviews are outdated, right? Maybe they fixed all those problems. Got a little bit of sticky finger residue there. It's brown. Ew. Wait, guys. I found a few more things. We got this little sticker here. What does that even say? Do not connect monitor here. Connect monitor to graphics card. Okay, that's actually a good thing to note. Except, how are you supposed to plug it into the graphics card? Look at that HDMI cable. It's half into the little case here. Well, I was going to plug it in, but it didn't come with any cables. So I'll be back. I got to procure things in order to set this thing up with. That PC doesn't come with a power cable. All right, guys, I have everything plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn on the PC. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a good sign. She's noisy. I don't see any video yet, though. Okay, guys, after a monitor change and getting some cables and crap set up, I actually have the computer on. We are on a desktop. You didn't miss anything. I turned the computer on, plugged in an HDMI cable, and this is what I saw. What is this? Turn on Windows Security Center. Why was it off? Now, first thing I want to do here now that we're on the desktop, I opened Edge and it took a really long time to open. Anyway, I want to set up Wi-Fi real quick, and I want to make sure that works, because I saw a bunch of reviews mention that the Wi-Fi doesn't function at all. Hey, can we just talk about the fact that PC turned on? Is it loud? Yeah. Does it kind of smell weird? Unfortunately, but it turns on. All right, now the first problem, there's no Wi-Fi networks. What? The listing very clearly says that this PC is supposed to have Wi-Fi, but yeah, it doesn't have Wi-Fi. Let me go get an Ethernet cable and I'll come back. Looks like we have internet now. Let's go ahead and test our internet speeds. Hey, we're loading up the speed test website here. There was one review that mentioned that this thing couldn't even handle opening a browser, so we must have gotten one of the good ones today. Oh my, we are still stuck at 0 megabits per second. Oh, there it goes. God, guys, looks like we're getting 90-ish down and up. We have gigabit internet here, right? So if I was seeing 500, 600, I'd be like, fine, good enough. That's literally 1/10 of max speed that our internet should be right now. I'm going to go ahead and open up the task manager, and we're going to take a look at what components we got in here and see if it checks out with what we saw on that sheet of paper earlier. Oh, yep, I'm seeing an i7-2600 CPU at 3.4 gigahertz. Hey, at least it's a 4-core CPU, right? It could theoretically be worse. And actually, we're at 15% utilization here on the desktop. That's not as horrific as I would have thought, considering how slow the PC is right now. What seems to be happening is that our HDD is getting completely annihilated by something. Let's see here, what is happening? Windows modules installer. So it's some kind of Windows nonsense happening in the background that is just eviscerating our performance on this PC right now. Do we have a terabyte though? Yeah, 932 gigabytes, there you go, that's something. Now, personally, I'd rather have 100 gigs of SSD in 2025 than 1,000 gigs of a hard drive, but to each their own. Meanwhile, by the way, our 650, which still blows my mind. It's a GPU, isn't it a GPU from 2011? 2012, excuse me. Jeez, it's a 13-year-old GPU, that's crazy. Oh, there's GeForce Experience pre-installed, that's okay. I guess I can open up that and see if our drivers are up to date. By the way, in general, I find it super sketchy when PCs come in with pre-installed software and no setup process, because I have no idea what they threw on this machine. And I'm not smart enough to know what's different compared to normal Windows. I guess I can at least look at like the apps that are pre-installed and, you know, whatever shows up in this menu here. That'll give us an idea of what's installed on this computer. We couldn't find anything to show here. No apps installed. You sure about that? Okay, Windows. Also, I opened GeForce Experience a long time ago at this point. It's been a few minutes and it's still not done anything. Oh, there it goes! We have the black screen. Something went wrong, try rebooting your PC. Alright, well anyway, I guess I can download a Cinebench and run that and see what this PC can turn out in terms of a Cinebench score, right? My god, this computer is slow. It just takes forever to do anything. Alright, well we were able to run a speed test, but I'm going to the Cinebench download website and it's... Wait, I have a pop-up here. Cookies. Necessary only, please. This computer cannot handle anything else. That's it. I'm just stuck on a black screen again. What? This is a real PC that you can buy from Walmart right now. You know, I do want to say, by the way, while we're having a bit of a negative software experience, the case, it's got lights. It's kind of cool looking. I like that it's white. Wait a minute. That reminds me, guys, the box says we're supposed to have a black PC. I'm not necessarily disappointed. I think the white's kind of cooler, but like, you can't even get that right, guys. Okay, well, it's taking 24 days in order to install Chrome, so I'm gonna install Cinebench and some games, and I'll be back in a few weeks.
3 weeks later.
It's been a little while and some things have happened, including this. I was like waiting on things to install, and at one point I just turn around and the PC blue screened. And it's not like that same 0% complete for like an hour. I just left it there doing its own thing after it blue screened. But yeah, it is up and running again, so it wasn't a permanent problem, but I don't know what happened. I think I maybe opened Chrome. Who knows? Either way, we got Cinebench open. Let's just start the multi-core test and see what happens. Wow, shockingly, that is running. I guess it will come back when it's done. What just happened? Oh, things got a little stuttery there for a second. Anyway, the test is almost done. I figured I'd open up open hardware monitor so we could take a look at our temperatures for the CPU. Overall, we're sitting a little under 80 degrees Celsius. It's not terrible. It's not like amazing, but it's fine, especially for running a CPU benchmark for past 10 minutes or so. PC is fairly loud, so if anything, could probably tone the noise down a little bit and be completely fine, but it is what it is. More notably, the GPU temperature is currently reporting 2 degrees Celsius. That's crazy cooling. Whoo! Got Antarctica up in here. That's wild. Also, why is this still going? It says 0 minutes left. Stop it. Oh, well, I guess stopping it stopped our little points thing. But looking down here, it seems like this is either a previous report from the same CPU, or maybe this is the score that it was going to get, essentially, at 3,200 points, putting it at the very bottom of the selected CPUs that they're showing here. Very nice. Moving on, I got Cyberpunk launching now. We're going to see how this runs for actual gaming performance on this gaming PC with a GTX 650. Well, I clicked play on Cyberpunk a long time ago, but nothing seems to be happening. I'll come back when something happens. Oh, wait, something's happening. The game is launching. Oh, baby. So far, all I'm seeing is black screen. This performance, man, unbelievable. Oh my God, it's launching. Ho, ho, ho. Guys, we have made it to the title screen. This is honestly farther than I thought we would get. I'm gonna preemptively just turn the settings real low. This is going to be the hardest part of running the game on this PC. This loading screen is going to take a very long time based on its hard drive's performance. It's been like a minute at this point and the bar has not moved. I'll come back when it's done. Oh my God, we finally loaded. Yes, please press space to continue. Please, let me in there. Is the game frozen? No, please. We waited so long for this stupid game to load. I think it was seriously 10 minutes. Editor, put it on screen. Oh, black screen. What is black screen? What does this mean? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna hit the Windows key. What? Wait, I see something in the upper left-hand corner. Is this a second round of loading? Oh, I see the UI, guys. I mean, if it's performing this poorly, I don't even understand how we're running the game. This is ridiculous. Guys, look at how slow this is. Oh my God. The UI is coming in like 1 frame at a time. This is worse than unplayable. This is worse than the PS4 performance of the game. Okay, I am moving my character. You can barely see in the upper right-hand corner, the map is moving. None of it is actually visible though. This is like if you tried to play Cyberpunk on a PlayStation 3. Gaming PC, guys. Gaming PC. Anyway, guys, I think we've seen enough of the gaming on this computer. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the components and see what we actually have rocking inside this PC. Guys, I can't even get the PC to shut down. Turn off. Oh, there it goes. Oh my God, it finally turned off. That actually took too many minutes. By the way, side note, the room stinks right now from this stupid PC. I think it's the power supply or something. It just smells like burnt electronics. All right, we're gonna start by getting the side panel open again. I'm actually just gonna take this thing off. There's a couple of things going on here I wanna point out, right? First thing of note, here's the hard drive that was causing all the problems for us, and here's a perfectly fine M.2 SSD slot that they could have thrown in like a 128 gig SSD in there for, I don't know, $5 and a throwing screen. How cheap can you get an SSD for these days? It doesn't matter if it's the jankiest SSD on earth. I feel like that is still better than this stupid hard drive. And guys, turns out it gets even worse. I discovered something about this hard drive. I took a closer look at it. I can't believe this. From the stickers and stuff you can see here, it's a Seagate, it's a 1 terabyte, blah, blah, blah. But there's this like other sticker on top of the sticker that's very interesting. Apparently Tech Redo gave this thing a grade A. It's a 3.5 SATA 3, 7200, 8200 hours. Guys, is this company selling used hard drives in their PCs? If there's one thing on a PC I do not ever want to be used, it is certainly the hard drive. Also, 8,200 hours comes out to like a whole year of the PC just being on all the time. So that's a lot of hours of usage for a hard drive. And now this has me wondering, is every component in this PC used? Now that I think about it, can you even get a 650 brand new anymore? I don't think so. And I'm pretty sure, just based on what I'm seeing connected to the motherboard, we may very well only have one system fan in this computer. This guy right here on the back of the case. I know what you're thinking. There's gotta be stuff in the front, right? Let's find out, because I don't think so. Ah, nice. There you go. There's the proof. There's no fans here. There's no nothing. So we have this giant case with no fans, no cooling. You have to pay $300 for this. You're getting nothing. Can you buy like a used digital-only PS5 for $300? Please go do that. I guess we can go ahead and also check the other side for cable management, and it's solid. There's lots of zip ties. Things are neatly arranged. I like that they plugged all this stuff up so, you know, it's all available to use in the future if you need it, but it's out of the way. Just sucks they had to use all these stupid, you know, mustard and ketchup cables, but I don't know. It's a cheap PC. But yeah, I guess this PC turned on. I'll take what I can get. If you want to see a video with a PC that did not turn on at all, also it was from TikTok Shop, click this video right here. That is a crazy story. We had to get 2 PCs. I think we returned both of them. It's a completely ridiculous story. Go watch it.
So recently, I was walking through my local Dollar General and noticed they were selling phones for only $19. Now, unfortunately, this location did not have any in stock, so I went to literally 7 other Dollar Generals to try to find this $19 phone. And guys, I found anything from old phones still locked up to flip phones that were way too expensive, but eventually I did find a couple of other cheap phones, so I bought them, and in this video, we're gonna test them out and see if, frankly, they're any good. So guys, got both phones here. Let's go ahead and take them out and take a closer look at exactly what I got. Wait, hold on. The Nokia was $39 and the BlueView 5 was $59. I could have sworn that was $29 on the shelf. But anyways, we have a simple mobile phone here made by Nokia, and I haven't seen a Nokia phone in ages. So we'll start with this one, open it up and see what's inside. And okay, it feels really light for a phone this large. Anyways, we have one camera lens deck here, and then looking at the front, we have a 3,000 milliamp battery. Let's go ahead and take this screen protector off and try to turn this bad boy on and see if it works. Okay, so boot it up here, and there's a few things I noticed. First of all, there is a notch up top, which is pretty typical these days. But then our time is pretty close to the edge, and our battery indicator is actually covered or leaking off the edge of the screen, which is, that's not a great start. It does appear to support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi though, which is a nice little bonus. What? As I was typing in the password, it said switching carrier, and now it's just back to the main screen again. Okay, so finally almost set up. We got this to this TracFone wireless device pulse terms and conditions. Not sure what that is, but I'm going to turn that off. And also, hold on, wait, TracFone. It does show TracFone on the back, and it says TracFone here, but it says Simple Mobile. Are those not different things? I mean, the other phone over here is even called TracFone as well, but it's actually TracFone on the box. But I'm confused. I don't know. Let me know if you know anything about that. But let's go ahead and move past this part right here. HMD services. No, I don't want any of these things, dude. Just please, wait, whoa. I just accepted, oh crap. This thing's about to have so much bloatware on it. What in the heck? The first thing that pops up is discover new apps. It wants me to install things like Block Blast, Vita, Mahjong, Happy Color. Dude, no. Turn those off, I don't want this. And I have to say, remind me later. Awesome. Great start. Okay, well, finally booted up here. We've got a nice little background. Well, if the apps will load. Wow, that's, I mean, I figured it'd be slow for 40 bucks, but like, I don't know. We'll find out if this thing's actually usable. Now, first of all, we'll start here on the main menu and see what's here. So we have Facebook, Assistant, Play Store, pretty standard stuff. Also this My Sites app, which I've never heard of. And again, very slow to open. Wow. And it looks like it just takes us to Chrome, and it's just some kind of generic site with news and stuff. Also, the brightness on this thing, I don't expect it to be great, but it's pretty dang dim. Let's turn it all the way up. Go back to the main menu. Next tab, we got One Weather, Device Something, Swish, got Media, Product Tools. These apps are just like in random spots on the screen. And checking out all the apps here looks like pretty standard stuff. But yeah, let's try out the Swish app because I saw that on there. I don't know what that is, but let's see what this does. Okay, so it's another thing with just like games, news. But next we'll go to our settings and try to figure out some more details here. So let's check out our storage, which already has 9.4 gigs used from all the apps it pre-installed for me. Only 32 gigs total, which is, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but that's not very large compared to most other phones these days, even cheap phones. And we are on Android 12, which I guess is not too surprising. Oh, and now a Simple Mobile Manage Your Wireless Account thing is popping up. Hold on, let me click on this. Because like, what is there a difference between Simple Mobile and TracFone? I mean, I used to use TracFone personally back in the day when I was, you know, I don't know, 15 years ago, but never actually used Simple Mobile. Let's look it up. Apparently, Simple Mobile is owned by TracFone. I don't know, man. There's so many of those other carriers out there, and it when I clicked on that pop-up, it pulled up nothing. So, all right, let's go ahead and test out the cameras here, or camera. Are there two cameras? Yeah, there's one in the front, one in the back. Let's test those out and see how those look. We'll start with the front-facing camera, and I mean, pretty bad, like you'd expect from a $40 phone, but it's really bad. Also, everything is so slow. Just click on the photos thing. I mean, there's 2 photos total on this entire device, and we've been waiting for almost 15. What? We just went from 50% battery to 0. Okay, so after about 30 minutes of charging, we are at 19%. Hopefully that's enough for it to stay on. Let's try. Yay, it's on. Let's see if the lock screen will unlock. Oh wow, it's actually a little bit faster than it was before now. Okay, that's cool. Let's go back to the camera. And also guys, I forgot the last time I tried the camera, I actually still had this little piece on the back, so maybe that's why it was a little bit blurry. So let's try the back camera again and see if we can take a look at these photos. And oh no, that wasn't it, because it's still horrible. Now will it load our photos? Yippee, and yeah, the photo is, it's pretty bad. It's just really grainy, which is, you know, expected for a phone this cheap. Next up, I want to try out this device something app. I don't know what it actually is because it says device ... So let's see what this is. It's just our details about the device temperature, RAM status. We have 3 gigs of RAM here. Okay, that's not surprising. But guys, next let's go ahead and let's run a speed test on this thing and see if we're getting accurate speeds for 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I'll be surprised if we are, but we'll try it anyways. Oof. Okay, so we're on 5 gig Wi-Fi and we're getting 23 down. And over Wi-Fi, we usually get like 300 to 400, so that's definitely bad. All right, let's go ahead and try out YouTube next up. See what the performance or the playback is like, because a lot of times on these cheap, I gotta update the app, of course. Great. A lot of times on these cheap phones, it's that you can barely watch YouTube, so let's try that. YouTube's updated. Let's go ahead and open this up and see if we can search for Smoking Silicon. Oh, kicked me back.
Nope.
What? Hello? Okay, great. YouTube just won't open now. That's cool. Okay, let's try YouTube in the browser. See what happens there. Oh no. Chrome also crashes now too. What? Does anything work? Settings? Will that open? Okay, settings opens. That's a nice sign. Okay, these apps are also crashing. Every app on the phone is crashing now. Okay, that makes sense. I guess we'll try to reboot. Maybe that'll fix it, hopefully. Okay, rebooted. We'll try one more time here. YouTube, please open. Hey, there we go. All right, let's search for Smoking Silicon. See if that'll work. Pull up random video. Of course, dude, every time I open a video on this app, I get a TikTok ad. I don't understand why, but all right. Okay, so rotating it to the side seems to be fine. Let's go ahead and watch the video a bit and see what the quality looks like. So it seems to be in like 480p or something, which is not surprising, but the frame rate seems fine. The playback seems fine so far. Let's go ahead and see if we can up this to maybe 1080p. Actually, let's just go 4K. Yeah, let's try that out. Okay, definitely still not in 4K, but it looks like it's trying to do something because the frame rate has dropped horribly, and it's just, it looks bad. It's really choppy, and it's dropping frames. Yikes. Like, what do I do if I can't watch YouTube on a phone? That's like standard practice for any phone ever. Now it's just, what is this? What is this? I don't expect it to be perfect, but I want it to like at least work. I can't even close out of the, I can't close out. Finally. And I click on the Play Store and it pulls up whatever this is. Hello? Oh, now the Play Store. Oh, it was just lagging so far behind. I pulled up the last app I pressed 20 seconds ago instead of the new one I just pressed. You know, I was going to try to download a basic game like Subway Surfers and see if it would even run, but I'm not even going to bother because it's going to take me 20 minutes to download it, try to open it up and play it at all because this phone can't do anything. So hopefully our next phone is a little bit better because this one, 40 bucks, just don't do it unless you need a burner phone only for calling people. But at that point, just get a flip phone because this, I don't know, man. It's bad. Okay, guys, next up, let's try out this BlueView 5, which I don't have high hopes for because blue phones, in my experience, are just not that great, to be honest. But our specs do appear to be a little bit better on this one than the last phone, which is not saying a whole lot, but let's open it up and see what's inside. Interesting. So this one has like the same exact packaging as the last one. Got the phone in the same slot and everything. But taking a look at the device, I will say it looks a little bit more solid than the last one. Very much plastic, but you know, it's a $45 device or whatever I paid for it. And this one actually has 2 lenses, so we'll try that out and see how those work. Okay, so this one starts with a hi there. Let's go ahead and start her up and try to sign in and everything. What is this? They want me to agree to everything. No, what? What just happened? Turn all of that off. Okay, you apparently cannot proceed if you don't agree to all their stuff here. There we go. We can just do the first two. Okay. This one appears to also work with 5 GHz Wi-Fi, and I will say that at first glance, it looks like the battery icon is not cut off by the edge of the screen, which is that's a nice little sign there. But let's sign in and get to our main screen here and see what's on it. Okay, so it says I have a slow network. I'm 20 feet and 2 walls away from my router that works perfectly fine with every other device. That's all right. Let's try again, I guess. I'll try the 2.4 gig Wi-Fi and see if that works. Seriously, so this must just be like a track phone thing, but it has the same little pop-up with all these apps it wants me to download. The first thing that pops up here. Let me uncheck these two. Okay, so booted up here. It looks like we have a pretty similar layout, if not the same. Also, why are my apps bouncing? What? We have the My Size thing, Facebook Assistant, whatever. So let's go to the next page. We got Swish, Games Hub, the Daily, Device Pulse, and yeah, it looks very similar, but just not quite the same. Let's hop into our settings here and see if we can get some more details about this device. We do indeed have 64 gigs on this, and of course 12 gigs already taken up from who knows what, probably some apps, I guess. And this device is on Android 14. Okay, that seems, I don't know, about the same as the last device, but all right, it's apparently on 14, the last one's on 12. And I gotta say, this one's just about as slow. It's just like every time you press anything, it just takes, a whole 5 seconds for it to open. Let's try to open Chrome here and see what it does. So I press it, you can see there's no activation, no animation or anything on the screen for like a whole 2 seconds. And then we're looking at like another, here, it's just trying to load the app. I'm gonna get their cheap phones, but like it'd be nice for it to be a bit more usable. But guys, let's try out the cameras in this one and see if they're any better than the last one. Hopefully it doesn't just immediately crash the phone. Okay, so flipped around, and selfie cam seems a little bit better than the last one. Flipping around to the front side. Ooh, that camera's, ooh, well, hello. Just like the last one, it seriously takes like 10 seconds to even load the gallery. Or maybe it'll crash like the last one did. Okay, so the selfie cam is, yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's a little bit better than the last one. I think the clarity on the back camera is a little bit better, like the details are better, but the lighting is just horrible. Oh, also, we just got a My Account app that pops up, and what is this One Store down here? I don't remember seeing that, but let's try to boot this One Store up and see what that is. The new way to discover trending apps, earn rewards, and play for less all in one store. That sounds like a Mode Mobile kind of thing. Playing games for deals. All right, let's go and test out YouTube next up. So we'll open the YouTube app that's already downloaded here. Of course, there's an update. Nice. Can I do it without updating? Let's try. There's a problem with the server. Great. All right, so I guess I do have to update this thing. Let's try to update it, or see if I even can update it, and maybe that'll fix it. I gotta show you the scrolling on this thing. Like, everything's slow, so of course the scrolling's slow, but just look at that. Look at how unresponsive the scrolling is. What'd I do? Cool. It's gonna tell me to activate my device every 10 minutes. That's awesome. I mean, one day it'll finish installing, right? It's been seriously like 5 minutes for a 40 meg update. What is going on? This is absurd. This is absurd. Can you put the time on the screen of how long this actually took? Because it's still not done. Oh, it just finished. Just finished. Right when I was saying that. Let's go. Please tell me it's done. Oh, it was also downloading Solitaire and Vita Mahjong, which I told it not to download. But it did it anyway. Okay, cool. Maybe that's why it was slow. Great. Well, let's go back to YouTube now and see if it'll actually work, hopefully. See if the microphone works here. Smoking silicon. Oh, that's close. Okay, let's pull it up. Let's go ahead and try to rotate the screen here and see if that functionality will work. And okay, that's a little bit better than I thought it would be. I don't know if that'll convey on camera, but the frame rate is like, it's horrible sometimes. It gets better. It's a little bit better right now. Oh, there it goes again. It's just super slow and lagging, and what is going on, man? This thing it's on 480p and it's struggling to play that. So let's try 1080p. It might just crash the phone at this point. What? I don't understand. Oh, it just crashed. Oh, and it's also still downloading Block Blast in the background. Where is that coming from? I told you not to install it, and it wasn't in the Play Store installing. It's installing from some other third-party app that's in the background of this thing, I guess. In the meantime, let's run a speed test on this thing and see what we get. So we're getting 30 down and 40 up, which sounds about right for 2.4 gig Wi-Fi. Like it's pretty slow. I guess while we're at it, we might as well try one of their games that they preloaded, because it's preloaded here. Let's see if it'll even, it doesn't load. Okay, cool. That's the gaming experience. You can't even load the apps. Let's try Mahjong here, and crashes too. Solitaire also crashes. Cool. I can't use this phone anymore. This has got to be probably the worst phone I've ever used in my entire life. Dude, just get an old Galaxy or an old iPhone that works on 4G, because this here is miserable. Just don't buy it. Don't do it. Highly recommend not buying this phone. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out this video here where I got 1-star phones from Walmart. Those are pretty bad too, but those are better than these. Go check it out. I'll see you guys next time. I bought one of the strangest looking portable consoles I've ever seen from TEMU, and in this video, we're gonna unbox it, test it out, tear it down, and see if it was worth the $9 I paid for it. And guys, here's the thing, I've seen some crazy stuff from TEMU in the past, like fake PS5s or even weird fake PS2 portable things, but let's see if this thing is any better. All right guys, and gotta be kidding me. This is... Dude, this looks nothing like the photos at all. I'll show photos on the screen right now of what this looks like. And I bought it because it was like literally a square with a screen on it, which makes no sense at all. This thing obviously looks more normal. It's got actual handles and stuff, but it looks exactly like a thing I've purchased in the past on my Jacob R channel. Let me go ahead and pull it out though and see what we actually got. And of course, I guess it's white. I don't know if that was how it's supposed to be or not. But we come with a battery. We got some cords here and stuff. And yeah, so far it looks extremely similar. I bought it because it was a freaking like rectangle, dude. Why? Why does it have handles here? But you know, I guess I'll show you this thing first. So obviously there is a battery cover on the back that we take off, and otherwise it looks like a PS2 controller, PS1 controller, same kind of deal. It's got the exact same curvature and everything. I'll pull one out and like show it to you. I don't even need a PS2 controller. I can show you a PS3 controller and show you it's got like the same exact angles and curvature and everything. And actually this is a funky PS3 controller. It's actually, yeah, like look at that. But you can see the resemblance there. They copied it straight up, and maybe that's why they didn't leave it or put it in the photos. They just didn't want to, I guess, exactly copy PlayStation, but like, come on, man. And they also do the whole thing where they put A, B, X, Y here instead of, you know, the normal PlayStation buttons. I guess they're trying to avoid getting in trouble, but like you're already going to be in trouble if you're going to get in trouble from PlayStation, because like, look at this thing. But we also got a start button here, volume, R, select. I don't know what the R is for. Wow, that's a clicky button. Holy crap. One of the clickiest things I've ever pressed. And it's a game S10, whatever that means. Let's go ahead and toss this battery in that came with it though and see if this thing will turn on. You can see there's already a light on inside. And if we flip the switch, there it is. What a piece of garbage. Yeah, you can select Chinese or English. Let's select English here, I guess. 520 in one. Yeah. Woo, it's got Super Mario Bros. It's got a bunch of other garbage here. Donkey Kong, whatever. Just a mix of like NES games. Probably some ROM hacks and stuff on here. It's got Hit Mouse, the classic. What? Now let's go ahead and see how many games are on here, because they advertise 520 plus. So there should be at least 521. So let's go ahead and let's check. We have 520. Dude, just say 520 instead of 520 plus. Like, what? These are pre-installed games though, so let's go ahead and just, I don't know, boot one up. We got I can't pronounce that. Eggs, there we go. Let's boot up eggs and see what that is. I seriously have no idea what's going on here. What is this? I don't know, but let's try the R button here, because the R button, reset. That makes sense. Cool. And in case you didn't notice, there's the one volume button. You have low volume, medium volume, high volume, no volume. That's your only options. There's no in between. But I guess we'll select this thing again. We'll find a real game. We'll try Super Mario Bros. 3 here, which is probably not actually 3. It's probably something else. It's what? Hold on. Did they modify this ROM so that it doesn't say Super Mario up top? It just says 3? What? What is this? That's really strange. They actually put a modified version on here, but it still says Mario there. So what are you trying to avoid the Nintendo Ninjas by doing that? I don't understand, man. But let's go ahead and I guess try to boot this up. And actually, one other thing I noticed, so there's a charging port right there. There's also an auxiliary jack there, which I vaguely remember from the last time I got a similar device to this. I think you can plug this thing in and actually do a video out. So let's try that so you guys can see this just a little bit better. Okay, it's plugged in but not doing anything yet. Let me try to, I guess, turn this thing off, plug it back in, turn it on, and we'll see if this thing actually outputs to the screen now. And it does. Hey, it looks even worse on screen. Wow. All right, let's go back and try out Super Mario Bros. 3 again. Bye-bye. What? Okay, now it disappeared. I have no words. Yeah, I've been messing around with this for like 3 minutes now, and it's just no longer outputting the screen, and as you can still see, it's just glitching as I move it around, twist it different ways, so that doesn't bode well. So I guess we'll just play it on our little device here instead of on the TV. So not only do I get the wrong handheld, and not only does it just like have crappy games, but it also doesn't actually output like it should. Great. I guess that's what I get for buying a $9 device. But next up, we'll try out Super Mario 6 here. I don't know what that means. Okay, Super Bros. 6. So they're just, again, omitting the whole Mario part just to, I don't know, man, try to get around some copyright stuff or whatever. I mean, what the heck, dude? Hold on, why is it Mario? Why is he weird color? And why is there a duck at the bottom? What is that supposed to be for? What what is going on here? All right, let's go back and we'll see what else is on this thing. I'm curious what the OG Mario Bros is here. Hopefully that's something. That looks legit. Okay, yeah, that actually looks real. That's cool. But how about Door? That looks like just a fabulous game. We'll go ahead and boot that up. And why does that look like Monsters Inc. monsters right there? Like what? That looks like Boo. What is the goal here? Or whatever, that's interesting. All right, that's enough of that game. Ooh, Santa Claus, Sea War, Season Garden, shoot, Scuba Hunt. Let's try out Santa Claus here. I'm a little kid catching candy that Santa Claus is throwing. Is that really what this is. That's, this thing is so weird. Oh, we got Mario Bros. Again. Nice. Ah, yes. They're just cycling through the same games. You can see we're going through alphabetically. We're back to our Santa Claus, Scuba Hunt, whatever. We're only at game 150, and as soon as we get to, let's see, probably game 181 is when it recycles back around, back to the old games again, or kind of, maybe. Oh, now they're just out of order. What? They're definitely repeated though, so cool. What is the goal here? They just see, I guess they just think people look at their website and say like, oh, I see a big number, I'm gonna buy it because it has a bajillion games, and that's probably true, but it's just, I don't know, it's so scummy. But what about Radish Field, Raid on the Bungalin? What? Hold on. Round 1, Factory 6, 4 left. Sure. Oh, I'm flying. Yo, let's go. Yeah, I'm shooting stuff. I don't know what the goal is though. Shoot stuff. Yeah. Wow, and the screen goes purple. Okay, that's enough, guys. I don't know what else to do with this thing. I would like to believe it was a different device, but no, it's just this weird rectangular square thing. Let me take a look at this manual here, which might have some more details about some other interesting things we can do with this device, but I don't know. Let's find out. The battery may need to be lithium-ion battery pack. Please charge the battery for at least 3 hours. Well, I did not charge it at all. Also, by the way, it's a 2.4-inch screen, in case you were wondering. And they consider it double player. What? Micro USB double player. Hold on. Can you plug in a controller to the micro USB port and play 2-player? It only came with one controller though, so like, what do I plug into this port? What controller do you want me to use? I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and open it up, I guess, and see what the inside looks like. Might as well. You know what, man? I can't get it out. For some reason, the screw down here doesn't fit my screwdriver at all. I've tried different sizes and stuff, and it's just like, it's so tight in there, I can't unscrew it without stripping it.
Surprise, guys! Danny coming at you. And guess what? I figured out how to get the controller open. Very difficult. I had to find a screwdriver. And yeah, really, there's not that much going on in here. There's a surprisingly large board right here, and you can see a little speaker hanging out. Let me see if I can get this board out of the chassis, though. And lifting that out of here, what do we got on the other side? Oh, there's screws falling out. Oh, God. We have a screen just loosely dangling, very professional, and then our speaker just soldered directly into the bottom of the board there. Oh, you can also see, like, our very clicky buttons that would be on the front of the console here. Oh, man. Moving the screen out of the way, you can see we got 2 chips on the machine. This is probably the SoC right here under the black blob. Clearly not a lot going on with this motherboard. But guys, I dug deep and found the original model of this same console, or at least it's close enough, that we originally covered on Jacob R. And yeah, first impression, it's almost identical. I'm going to go ahead and open it up though and see if it literally is the same machine. Actually, you know what? There's a few more things going on than I initially thought. We got a green boy over here and a blue one over there. More importantly, though, there's actually like a little more interesting stuff going on here. We got the same black blob SoC, but we also have this like larger chip right here. I don't know, the chip itself is kind of smaller, but the solder points are a lot larger. Is it functionally very likely the exact same thing? Yeah. But hey, actually, they're a little more different than I would have initially thought. All right, that's enough of me. Back to Jacob. Bye.
So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't buy this thing. It's garbage.
Gamer garbage.
And it's just frankly not what they sold me. But guys, you want to see some weird AliExpress PSPs? Go check out this video here. I'll see you there.